Hi there, and good afternoon. I'm John.
I'm Zen. And I'm Julie.
We're with C Nation, and you are tuned in to the 50 Days of Cannabis podcast, where we examine the cannabis laws in each of the 50 states.
Oh, hold on, John. You missed one.
I did. The District of Columbia is also included in this. We just thought 50 days sounded a little better than 51.
Today we're looking at the cannabis laws in Mississippi. The Magnolia state isn't the worst place in America for possession of small personal amounts of cannabis, but most of their laws support felony charges with mandatory sentences and very expensive fines.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't wait to hear how big the fines are.
So possession of 30 grams or less, that's just over an ounce, on a first offense is a civil infraction with a $250 fine. A second offense is a misdemeanor charge with jail time between 5 and 60 days and a fine of $250. A third offense is a misdemeanor charge with jail time between 5 days and 6 months and a fine of up to $1,000.
Keep in mind, in that second and third offense, those are 5 days mandatory.
The possession of any amount of cannabis over 30 grams is a felony with sentences ranging from 2 to 30 years with mandatory minimums of 2 to 10 and fines ranging from $1,000 to $1 million.
Jesus, 1 million. That's ridiculous. All right, let's also keep in mind if you have 30 grams or less in any part of your vehicle besides your trunk, that is a misdemeanor, 90 days in jail, and $1,000 fine. So if you want to ride with your cannabis, make sure it is in your trunk, make sure it's locked up, not easy to access, so it's not easy for the cops to charge you with that. So Zen, go ahead and tell me about those medical laws in Mississippi.
Mississippi has passed a medical CBD law allowing for the use of cannabis extracts that are high in CBD and low in THC to treat severe debilitating epileptic conditions. They've had medical since 2014, but no dispensaries, no caregivers, no home cultivation, and one qualifying condition. So even though the books say Mississippi has medicinal, it's a bit misleading.
Oh, wow. We always see that in some of the states. They'd say they're all totally cannabis and for medical purposes, and it's
one
really hard.
Qualifying condition and nowhere to get any CBD.
Yeah, it's very sad. All right, let's talk about them sellers and growers. If you sell any amount of cannabis, any amount, it is a felony, 3 to 20 years in prison with fines ranging $3,000 to $20,000.
That is insane.
Just don't sell. Wow.
Yeah, no selling in Mississippi.
All right. If you sell to a minor or you have possession within 1,500 feet of a school, a church, or any other designated area, that is a felony that will carry double incarceration periods and fines.
Yikes.
So what do we always say?
Be an adult.
Yeah. Just stay out of reach of children with it. They don't need it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the cultivation laws because I did forget about them. See possession and sales section for the details. So what me and Zen just mentioned, those are the laws for them. So just don't sell, don't possess a lot amount, don't get caught the second time. Pretty much as simple. For a more comprehensive look at the cannabis laws in Mississippi, please visit us at cnation.com and click on the state-by-state link. Now remember, you do have rights if you're arrested for any cannabis-related reasons. You have the constitutional right to remain silent until your attorney is present. If you don't have an attorney, you better ask for one.
This is Zen.
And Julie.
With C Nation bringing you a snapshot of the cannabis laws in Mississippi. Be safe.
Stay informed.
The 50 Days of Cannabis podcast is a copyrighted production of the South American Gold Corporation.
We appreciate your likes and shares on social media.
Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at C Nation Channel.